Thank you. Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 Queen Creek State of the Town. This is one of my favorite evenings of the year, an opportunity to highlight the successes that we have shared as a community last year and a glimpse of what we can expect in the coming year. On behalf of the Town Council, thank you for joining us this evening. Before we begin, I'd like to welcome students from the Queen Creek High School to present colors and assist with the Pledge of Allegiance.
The United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order! Halt! Hey! Hey! Order! Up! Left! 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 Left!
Thank you. Many of these accomplishments were possible thanks to the cooperation we enjoy from our neighboring communities and the fine people representing Queen Creek beyond the local level. I'd like to recognize several of these individuals this evening. Pinal County Supervisor Mike Goodman, Pinal County Supervisor Todd House, Maricopa County Supervisor Jack Sellers, Higley Unified Superintendent Dr. Mike Thompson, Queen Creek Unified Superintendent Dr. Perry Berry, and former Queen Creek Mayors Mark Schneff and Steve Sossman. And yes, and all of the other elected officials who have taken the time to join us this evening, representatives of our various boards and commissions, and other valued community partners. This evening also provides an opportunity to thank the families of our council. We appreciate the support you provide to each of us, which allows us to serve this fantastic community. This year, our Chamber of Commerce is formally partnering with us on this event. I would like to start the evening by inviting our Chamber President, Chris Clark, to provide an update on the state of our Queen Creek businesses.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, and to all of you, thank you for being here this evening. I am Chris Clark, President and CEO of the Queen Creek Chamber of Commerce. And I'd like to thank you for being here, and I'd also especially like to thank staff for putting this together tonight. Constance, I know you've worked particularly hard on this, and we're very happy to be here this evening. I've lived in Queen Creek for the past 15 years, and I've been with the Chamber for 5 years. As you can imagine, there's been a lot of change during that time, from the first stoplight. Most of the buildings that you see, including this one, all the road improvements, have all come during that short time. And Queen Creek created a great general plan many years ago, and it's coming to life right now. Through the dedication and hard work of our town staff, our citizens, and our elected officials who have made decisions to stand by those long-range plans. Each year has brought new layers of the plan to life, and we've reached the point of ever larger investments being made in town. Amenities such as the parks and the Performing Arts Center, quality schools, road improvements, and our quality construction standards have attracted new residents, and in 2019, they came in record numbers. This creates new opportunities for our businesses to invest in the community, and the cycle continues to expand. 2019 brought us a list of new places to dine and shop, from Nando's and Schmear to Bath and Body Works and Harbor Freight. The pace of the openings has increased substantially. Our first hotel got underway, and several other large projects got the approval to get started as well. 2019 also brought major road improvements, and those make it not only easier for you to get around, but it makes it easier for our businesses to operate more efficiently. Our service-based companies can reach more customers every day, and it allows them to purchase more trucks and hire more people. Our community stakeholders have started major projects as a result of all of the growth as well. Skybridge at Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport broke ground on the first phase of construction, and when it's built out, it's going to deliver thousands of jobs right to our doorstep. Banner Health began major expansions as well of the hospital, the medical buildings on its campus, and the health clinic right here across the way in Town Center. Each of these successes creates the opportunity for bigger investments and opportunities to come our way. The town has developed a good plan for our growth, and we're looking forward to a vibrant and sustainable economy of the future. We'd like to thank you again for your attendance tonight, and I believe we have a short video as well.
Success for other municipalities because it partners with its residents and with innovative developers to attract quality businesses that obviously create jobs, advance careers, and increase the quality of life in the community, something that we're very passionate and invested in ourselves. Simply put, Queen Creek makes it possible to deliver on the mission of Banner Health, whether that's through expansions like the recent Riggs Road expansion, to make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
My name is Leah Gum, and I am the owner of Affordable Pest Control. We have been extremely happy with all of the improvements with roads throughout Queen Creek. It has helped our business tremendously, being able to get to and from customers quickly and safely. It has improved our efficiency and made us happy, our technicians happy, and our customers happy.
Our growth in Queen Creek has also been hyper growth. Last year in 2018, we closed around 500 homes. In 2019, we doubled our transaction, ending at about 985 homes.
Running a business out here, and I thought that this was a great opportunity to jump on board. I say that because Queen Creek is one of the fastest growing communities, not only in Maricopa County, but in the country.
It's been great for us because that's an awesome customer base that we're able to take care of, and we're looking forward to seeing things like industrial space and office space here in the community as well.
Thank you for continuing to be a strong partner in supporting our local businesses. Many of you have heard me say this before, but it's worth saying again and again. People are what make Queen Creek so special. This past year, we launched QC Neighborly Week to highlight the wonderful things our residents are doing for one another. Being neighborly can be as simple as saying hello or lending a helping hand. Last year, volunteers donated more than 56,000 hours of service to the town through sports, events, wash projects, youth events, to name a few. Volunteer efforts saved the taxpayers approximately $1.56 million. Thank you to everyone who donated time. Now let's see 3 specific examples of how our residents are being great neighbors.
My name is Cynthia Quijas, and I've been living in Queen Creek for 6 years. It started with all of our neighbors bringing their grills out, but it was just organic, like, hey, we should have a get-together, and we all did. Now it's not limited to once a year. We actually get together multiple times, even like a month. Things that normally you wouldn't do if you didn't know your neighbors, as well as we've gotten to know each other because of it.
Hi, my name is Gwendolyn Cockrell-Hassett. I have lived in Queen Creek for 18 years. A couple weeks ago, I was heading into Walmart, just minding my own business, ready to go in and get fruit snacks. And as I was walking by, I noticed there was a couple kids and asked what was going on, and noticed the kid was in total distress. He was purple. Checked for a pulse. His pulse was so sporadic that I just went into CPR right away. And moments later, thank goodness, the fire truck and ambulance showed up.
Hi, I'm John Nelson, and this is my wife, Emily Nelson, and we've been in Queen Creek for a little over 3 years. We had sold some items online, and somebody came by to pick it up right before I was heading out with the family to the Queen Creek parade, and inadvertently put the cash in my pocket, wasn't even thinking about it, went on a bike ride to the parade and just had such a wonderful time.
But luckily, a series of events led us back to the cash. It was turned in that day, and we're just so grateful for whoever found it, did the right thing, and turned in the money.
It was a choice that they made that I think nobody would have thought down for anybody finding cash, trying to do due diligence, maybe trying to find its owner, but at the end of not being able to find it, they went the extra step. So I believe they just went over and above, and I just would say thank you so much for that extra step.
We have so many great neighbors in our community, and last year we welcomed approximately 1,900 more with the approval of the Encantera annexation. Spanning 755 acres, it extended our southeast boundaries and added new friends to Queen Creek. Our corporate strategic plan serves as a roadmap that provides policy direction to the town manager through priorities outlined by the council. This evening is structured around the 5 strategic priorities identified in that plan. This year we have taken steps to incorporate more digital content. So tonight, we'll have 4 council members providing their comments from the dais and 2 via video. Before I turn it over to Councilmember Brown, I'd like to share one more item. Our Communications and Marketing Division received the Communications Team of the Year Award from the Public Relations Society of America, Phoenix chapter, for their comprehensive and innovative communication strategies. That's quite an accomplishment. I want to give them a big... Being an effective government requires having an engaged community. So we thank them for their efforts to help reach out and communicate with all our community members. With that, I will turn it over to Councilmember Brown.
Thank you, Mayor. An effective government embraces technology and makes strong financial decisions. Additionally, it leverages resources, is conscious of impacts on the environment, and hires only the very best employees. Last year, the town completed final implementation of online plan submittal and review. The Development Nexus continues to improve the customer experience and streamline internal processes. Customers have access to information 24/7 with less printing and travel cost. Staff tracks projects through a single dashboard, reducing processing time, duplicate data entries, and allows for more efficient collaboration. As a result, the town received the 2019 Acela Trendsetter Award for the ultimate citizen experience. These are important improvements as the town approved nearly 1,500 new single-family home permits, representing a 15% increase from the previous year. Additionally, the town permitted approximately $688 million in construction value, ensuring quality and safe development that provides both residential and non-residential options for the community. Our development services staff is also working to maintain the aesthetics of the community through a new graffiti removal process or program, shopping cart retrieval program for the removal of abandoned carts in neighborhoods. As a full-service municipality, there are many opportunities to make strong financial decisions. Last year, we assumed ownership of the streetlights in town. This will reduce lighting improvement district charges on residents' 2020 property tax bills. We also took a series of strategic financial actions that benefit our water and wastewater systems and reduce costs for users. Here's our Chief Financial Officer, Scott McCarty, to explain more.
As a town, we are constantly evaluating opportunities to improve our financial stability and save our customers money. Paying down debt. The Town Council approved paying off a $20.8 million loan for the town's portion of the Greenfield Wastewater Reclamation Plant, which is a joint ownership with the City of Mesa and the Town of Gilbert, saving $3.7 million in future interest payments and eliminating $2.5 million annual payment. Lowering rates. Wastewater rates are based on users' average water consumption during the winter months, calculated using a 90% flow factor, meaning we assume 90% of the water consumed during this period is entering the sewer system. Due to low flow technology and other factors driving water conservation, residential sewer flows have decreased on average. As a result, the flow factor was reduced from 90% to 70%, saving customers an average of 15%. These rates were effective last summer. There were also two policy changes that accelerated the use of the Central Arizona Groundwater Replenishment District credits for eligible water customers. These policies are anticipated to save $2.4 million over the next 3 years. Reducing fees. With the reduction in debt for the wastewater treatment plant, the Town Council adopted lower water and wastewater capacity fees, which were effective July 2019.
I could watch that video a few times. That's a lot of great savings. With the opening of the field operations facility, we continue to realize operational efficiencies. For example, Fleet Services created a parts room that better provides inventory and keeps track of high-use parts in stock, eliminating waiting on vendors. Our mechanics are experiencing increased productivity by having parts on hand, and departments are getting their vehicles repaired more quickly. The 2019 fiscal year savings from in-house repairs and preventative maintenance was more than $150,000. As a town, we are committed to reducing our impact on the environment. Last year, 203 tons of recyclable materials were diverted from the landfill through our environmental efforts, including special events and the neighborhood recycling program. Our local contamination rate for recycled materials is only 8%. One of the lowest in the region and significantly lower than the national average. 745 gallons of oil were diverted from the town's sewer system and landfill through our cooking oil program, and 4.5 tons of hazardous waste was diverted from improper disposal through our household hazardous waste program. To help continue these important recycling efforts, more than 2,500 Queen Creek students participated in the town's environmental education programs. Our Recycle Monsters, part of the Recycling Center redesign, received 2 awards from 3CMA, an Award of Excellence in the Go Green Communications category, and a SEVA Award, the highest award in the graphic design category. Speaking of awards, our 2018 General Plan update received 2 awards from the City County Communications and Marketing Association last year, a Silver Circle in the Government Service Delivery Community Issue category, and an Award of Excellence in the Resident Participation category. To help ensure we attract the best staff to serve our residents, we launched a video recruiting campaign. One of the videos, Queen Creek Pride, received the Silver Telly Award and in the General Recruitment category. The Telly Awards honor excellence in video and television across all screens in both private and public sectors.
Working where you live is fantastic. You know, the commute is nothing essentially, but anything that you contribute to the success of your city gives you that sense of pride because you actually work where you live, you know.
I love servicing our families here in the Recreation Annex. And as I drive through town, I'll see, our new park that just opened, and we'll see pictures on Facebook of the sunsets on the water and the kids playing at the park. And I know that there's something great coming out, and we're expanding and we are improving to make it even a better place to live and work.
This is my home, and I can say this is my home because I've lived here and I grew up here. I know all the streets. Like I can say the building that's right behind us, there's a picture of me when I was a kid. I went to kindergarten in that building, and for me to be able to run a call and near that building or around the community, it not only brings memories back, but it gives me that pride of serving in this community.
Well, how cool is it that we have the firefighters visiting the kindergartners? It's probably a toss-up who had more fun with that visit. Thank you, Councilmember Brown. I get to share how safety continues to be a top priority for us. Our Maricopa County Sheriff's Office District 6 deputies were busy keeping us safe this past year. And when they weren't responding to calls, they were involved in the community, which we always appreciate. They hosted one fabulous coffee with a cup event and held their first soda with the sheriff event. Very cool addition to some of our traditions here in Queen Creek. Our deputies also continue to promote public safety, emergency preparedness, and to maintain open channels of communication with the community. For example, they conducted an active shooter exercise for staff at Banner Ironwood Medical Center. They held an emergency response tabletop exercise with Queen Creek Unified School District, and they participated in an anti-vaping collaboration meeting, also with Queen Creek Unified. Now moving on to traffic, I think we can all agree that traffic is inconvenient, but they can continue to focus on our traffic with the establishment of monthly enhanced traffic enforcement details. And these detailed targets areas of high-frequency collisions and areas of concern for the community members. Our deputies also supported our Public Works Department with their creative use of technology to improve safety and circulation around our local schools. So let's hear from our Public Works Director, Troy White.
Workers in Queen Creek are employing new technology to solve a traffic flow problem.
Our drone program was originally meant to document our construction projects.
But after hearing about heavy traffic and safety concerns near schools, Troy White with Queen Creek says they started using drones to get a bird's-eye view of the problem.
We could see the entire circulation plan, so we could see where all the tiny little issues were, or areas where we could make improvements that would greatly increase the amount of people that we could get through in a shorter amount of time for the afternoon and morning release times.
Awesome. I love the things we do here that are so creative and efficient. Of course, we can't talk about safety without mentioning our amazing Queen Creek Fire and Medical Department. Before we get into how they're keeping us safe, I want to share how we're working to help keep them safe. With a national focus on firefighter physical and mental health, we're working hard to stay ahead of issues that our local firefighters might be experiencing. For example, all of our firefighters were issued a second set of personal protective equipment, also known as PPE, so they don't have to wait until the end of their shift to fully get clean. As soon as they are exposed to the fire, they can switch into their clean set of PPE, which minimizes their exposure to chemicals associated with fires. We also started a mental health and wellness program that addresses resiliency, PTSD, suicide prevention, and peer support training, helping our firefighters be better prepared to deal with the traumatic events they face. At last year's State of the Town, you heard how our firefighters began teaching CPR to the Queen Creek High School students to reach their strategic initiative of completing CPR training for 5,000 residents of Queen Creek. This past summer, our Fire and Medical Department initiated a free monthly CPR and Stop the Bleed trainings. Both trainings make Queen Creek a safer place by increasing the life-saving skills of our residents. And I know we are all safer when our friends and neighbors are receiving these important life-saving trainings. Our Insurance Services Office, or ISO, remains a 2, the second best rating. Our points increased from 81 to 83, with the opening of interim fire station number 5 in the southeast area of town. And that wasn't the only step we made to enhancing our Queen Creek Fire and Medical Department. Let's hear it from Chief Vance Gray.
Vance Gray, Fire Chief, Queen Creek Fire and Medical Department. The Queen Creek Fire and Medical Department had a very busy and exciting 2019. We placed a focus on bringing fire and medical services to the east side of town. We purchased 3 acres of land just down the road from the Banner Ironwood Hospital for a future permanent fire station number 5. Along with this, we put a new fire truck and hired 12 firefighters for that fire station. Lastly, we're at Signal Butte in Queen Creek, and this is fire station number 4. I'm happy to report that this fire station will service the northeast part of town, and we are on track to open this fire station in October of 2020. The Queen Creek Fire and Medical Department is very proud to service the citizens of Queen Creek.
What great investments for the safety of our community. Not only are we ensuring superior infrastructure in the area of public safety, we're also making significant investments in the areas of utilities and transportation. Our meter utility upgrade has continued. The mass upgrade involves replacing all older water meters and communication devices with new, more efficient technology. More than 30,500 accounts have been changed over to the new meters, putting us on track to complete the full upgrade of 31,000 plus meters this month. The meters last longer and allow for remote reading with the upgraded communication devices. Not only does this save our staff time, it allows us to access real-time data, providing enhanced customer service to our residents. The system will integrate with our new utility billing software, anticipated to go live later this year, which will also allow residents to access their data in real time. We have also made a number of infrastructure improvements to provide safe water, efficient wastewater, and exceptional service to our customers. Last year, nearly 7 miles of water lines and 14 miles of sewer lines were constructed, bringing our water system to nearly 80% complete and our sewer system to 65% complete. To further those efforts, we also completed the design of nearly 20 miles of new water line and 17 miles of new sewer line. To help ensure the infrastructure installed by development is also superior, more than 33 miles of new water line and 23 new sewer lines, and 2,150 water service lines were inspected. Our staff is also committed to maintaining our water and sewer system once they are installed. Nearly 400,000 feet of sewer pipes were cleaned. That's a lot of feet. 3,000 feet of sewer line were installed, and all well sites were cleaned. Our water production capacity also expanded with 5 new wells and the acquisition of 2 additional wells. Our utility department also completed drilling for a new well and lake that will service the northern area of town. In an effort to diversify the town's water supply, we entered into a water rights purchase agreement to provide a sustainable source of water to ensure long-term generational access to water. The agreement must be approved by state and federal officials, and if approved, it will prevent nearly 200,000 acre-feet of groundwater from being pumped over the next 100 years. While we continue to expand our water production, we're also working hard to conserve water. Last year, we offered 8 free water-saving workshops, hosted SRP's Shade Tree Program, providing 800 free trees and educating more than 500 attendees about how to plant, water, and prune those new trees. And nearly 3,100 students received education about the water cycle, local water sources, and water management through classroom presentations and assemblies. We're also supporting our HOAs by helping our top 10 water users reduce their use through a water budgeting program. For anyone that's driven down Meridian, south of Ocotillo recently, you may be wondering what that large concrete structure is. It is a 3 million gallon reservoir and booster pump station. Let's learn how this truly is a superior piece of infrastructure.
I assume that's there it goes. The transition on some of these is a little hard for me, guys. Forgive me. But that was a lot of concrete. We're excited to try something a little different this year. We'll next hear from our 2 council members via video.
Thank you, Mayor Barney. I'm here at the intersection of Queen Creek and Ellsworth to share how we are providing superior infrastructure in the area of transportation. In 2019, we celebrated the completion of this major capital improvement project, making Ellsworth Road 3 lanes in each direction all the way through Queen Creek. Additional elements of this project include softening the curb behind me to help the flow of traffic and increase safety. This was just one of the projects identified in the 10-year transportation improvement plan that was completed. Let's take a look at some of the others.
Hi, my name is Troy White, Public Works Director for the town of Queen Creek, and I want to talk to you about some major road improvements that we've done this year. Riggs Road from Chrisman to Meridian. This roadway did not exist prior to this year, and we actually put the road in connecting Pinal County into Queen Creek via Riggs Road. Actually, this will connect Pinal County all the way to the I-10. This roadway also took off a lot of stress for town of Queen Creek roadways, most importantly, Rittenhouse Road. Another project that we did with cooperation with Maricopa County Department of Transportation was Riggs Road from Power to Hawes. This roadway was a 1 lane in each direction. We widened to 5 lanes, taking care of much needed traffic mitigation in that area. And finally, we put in Power Road from Brooks Farm to Ocotillo Road. It was a 1 lane roadway in each direction without a bridge, and we widened it to 6 lane and put a bridge in over the Sunoki Wash. This will prevent us from needing to close the road during major storm events. Thank you.
We also started construction on 2 major projects. The Rittenhouse Road improvements will widen the roadway to 2 lanes in each direction from Riggs to 213th Street and widen the bridge over the Queen Creek Wash. Phase 1 of the Meridian Road extension, a partnership with Pinal County, will extend Meridian from Cherrywood to Combs, providing an important north-south connector for Queen Creek and the region. The interim road will also serve an important bypass during the improvements on Rittenhouse Road. And to continue our commitment towards better roads ahead, the design for a number of additional roadway improvement projects continued, with construction of 7 projects starting in 2020. Many of these and upcoming projects would not be possible without partnerships with our regional agencies. To that end, a number of intergovernmental agreements were secured. Our efforts to inform our residents about transportation improvements received 3 awards. The Better Roads Ahead video received a Silver Circle from 3CMA and an Award of Merit in the Reputation Management category from PRSA. And the CIP brochure also received an Award of Merit from PRSA. We aren't just building and expanding our roadways. We're also committed to maintaining them. 127 lane miles, about 20% of our overall roadway network, received preventative maintenance, keeping our pavement condition index rating at 84 out of 100. Our public works staff also constructed new intersections both on Meridian Road at Cherrywood and at Via de Jardin. They also completed 2 major intersection modifications at Ocotillo and Hawes and Ironwood, with more improvements to come at the Ironwood intersection. With all of these projects happening, we implemented a Dig Once policy with Public Works and IT. Fiber and conduit is installed with all transportation projects. Finally, Finally, Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center celebrated its 10th anniversary. The facility hosted more than 320 event days, adding 4 new large-scale events to 2019. To expand the operating potential, a cover was added over Arena 3. The cover was donated by Friends of Horseshoe Park. Thank you for your generosity. As a council, we approved a naming rights policy which recognizes 2 of our largest donors, Chapman Motor Autoplex and the Arizona Cutting Horse Association. Many of the successes of Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center are thanks to the leadership of facility manager Tim Lynch, which is why it was bittersweet when he announced his retirement. Tim has truly put HPEC on the map, and he will be missed.
Quality of life can come in many forms, from our residents and our visitors to our businesses and our own employees. In 2019, the town ranked in the top 3% nationally for medium-sized companies as a best in class by Gallagher Benefits, which analyzes benefits, employee engagement, and wellness. Our employee wellness program also received the Gold Award from the Healthy Arizona Worksites program. We are committed to employees' development through our mentoring program, which graduated its 4th class, and we also launched an Infant at Work pilot program allowing new parents additional bonding time for their infant's development and generating lots of smiles with their adorable coos. Our staff is also improving the quality of life for the community. Our 2019 charity campaign raised more than $21,500, and at our annual Thanksgiving luncheon, 300 pounds of canned goods were donated to the Queen Creek Family Resource Center. Our parks and trails are also important components of the quality of life here in Queen Creek. Mansell Carter Oasis Park received 3 awards last year, the Natural Resources Award for the lake and the Outstanding Facility Award, both from the Arizona Parks and Recreation Association, and the Award of Merit from the ENR Southwest Regional Best Projects in the Sports and Entertainment category. I think it's safe to say our residents are enjoying our parks, with nearly 1,600 permits completed for field, ramada, and room reservations, increasing our year-over-year facility rental revenues by 104%. Our parks are also drawing visitors from around the state. Mansell Park hosted the Triple Crown Baseball Spring Championships and the Arizona Soccer Club's Heritage Cup. With all of this use, it's impressive how good our parks look, thanks to our municipal ground division, especially since they currently maintain nearly 750 acres of town-owned properties. Our grounds team regraded and regroomed nearly 4 miles of equestrian trails along the wash bottom and installed new recyclable containers throughout Founders Park as a part of a new pilot park recycling program. Our special interest classes also contributed to the quality of life. Throughout the year, more than 740 special interest classes were offered to the community, ranging from arts and cheer to fitness, preschool and sports. There were nearly 10,700 registrations in 2019. We're also fortunate to have many wonderful partners, one of them being the Queen Creek Boys and Girls Club. Last year, our own Cammie Hartman was selected as the East Valley Youth of the Year and represented the region at the state competition. Providing a high quality of life for people of all abilities is so important. Our recreation manager, Adam Robinson, has more information.
Here in the Parks and Recreation Department, we strive every day to ensure an experience for all residents of Queen Creek. And what that means is beyond the typical soccer fields or baseball fields or playground equipment, we try to work in design so that our facilities are accessible for everybody, young and old, different abilities. And part of that goes to not just making it accessible, but also something where they want to go and want to participate and fun for them. And a key piece of that is our autism certification. And so what that means is a company, IBCCES, which is an international accreditation firm, basically came in, trained our staff, and has provided site guides that are accessible online for all of our parks and facilities in Parks and Recreation, so that people that are coming to our parks know what they're getting ahead of time. So they know what the trigger points are, they know what they want to see, they know what to avoid to make the experience best for them. And what that means is that families that typically skip going to the park and maybe skip being part of the community now get out and become part of the community, which makes all of Queen Creek stronger.
Signature events continue to be a wonderful opportunity for the community to come together. Last year, Trunk or Treat drew nearly 17,000 attendees to Town Center. The exciting event offered even more with the Haunting on Heritage in partnership with the Queen Creek High School FFA, Nightmare on Ellsworth, and a candy fundraiser. With that many people, we are getting creative in how we provide all that candy. Through the support of our businesses, we held restaurant takeovers with a portion of sales going towards candy for Trunk or Treat. Thank you to everyone who supported this effort. At Founders Day, we celebrated the town's 30th anniversary with a cupcake eating contest. Let's take a look at the event that celebrates our heritage.
We enjoy being a part of the community, see our neighbors out here in a nice atmosphere and experience like this for the kids. It's family, it's wholesome, and we look forward to every single one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Queen Creek Pig Racing.
It's really big and fun. It has a lot of funny events and a bunch of candy. And I like it because there's a lot of activities and stuff.
It's important for the kids to come out and see what's local and see that there's fun stuff to do right in town.
On your marks, get set, go!
It's almost kind of like a mid-sized city, but still has that small town feel.
Come out, it's fun. Kids love it.
We attend every single one and look forward to them, and so do the kids.
All right, well, I can't top piglets and kids having fun, but a secure future, let's do that. A secure future requires financial stability and responsibility. One element of financial stability is an organization's credit rating. Last year, S&P upgraded the town's issuer credit rating from AA- to AA with a stable outlook. The rating upgrade affirms the town's strong financial condition. The town also increased its investment income by 61% over prior year by actively managing available cash through the town's investment advisor public trust advisors. Additionally, thanks to the town's conservative budgeting, the town continues to beat budget expectations each year, saving money whenever possible and exceeding revenue expectations often. The town continues to receive unmodified, clean audits and recognition by the Government Finance Officers Association. We received the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for the 17th consecutive year and the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for the 14th consecutive year. As we look to the town's future, it is important that development impact fees, which are one-time fees that new development pays for the growth's share of necessary public services, are assessed proportionately. In 2019, we adopted new impact fees that became effective yesterday. The process, which included robust stakeholder groups, public input from throughout the region, it resulted in a nearly 25% reduction for residential development. This is significant as we will continue to see development in the northeastern area of town. Here's Brett Birmingham, our Development Services Director, to provide an update on the annexation of state land.
Hi, my name is Brett Birmingham, and I'm the Development Services Director for the town of Queen Creek. I'm here in the middle of what our general plan identifies as a special district for state lands. Last year, our town council approved a request from the state to annex and zone more than 4,000 acres into Queen Creek. The area located from Germain Road to the north to the future alignment of State Route 24 and Meridian Road east to the CAP Canal extends the town's northeastern boundary. The annexation meets all 5 of the town's goals identified in the corporate strategic plan and provides significant economic opportunities for the town. This land will provide connectivity to future State Route 24 and provides the town with additional opportunities for commercial development with dining and retail, job opportunities, and additional housing options.
While the development of state land may be several years away, we are currently experiencing a number of non-residential development projects. Banner Ironwood Medical Center continues to expand with 60,000 square feet of medical office space. In addition, we've seen several new retail and dining establishments open their doors in the community, as Chris mentioned. The rezoning of the Queen Creek Olive Mill to agritainment was approved. The agritainment designation is intended to offer flexibility and support agriculture-oriented activities. Sauceman Farms, another one of the town's agritainment destinations, celebrated their 100th anniversary, and we look forward to another 100 years, Steve. A secure future also requires a diverse mix of commercial development. To help further economic development efforts, a new website was launched, investtheqc.com. I'm pleased to report that the expansion continues in the town center with more than 2 million square feet of development. The town's downtown core rezoning and design guidelines, an effort to encourage a pedestrian-oriented and unique destination environment that celebrates the history and future of Queen Creek, were recognized by the Arizona chapter of the American Planning Association. A new development here in the town center that will encourage the pedestrian-oriented activity, supports the town's strategic goals, and the key initiative of tourism will help diversify revenue. It's the town's first hotel. Let's take a look at the progress.
I am here in front of the construction site for Queen Creek's first hotel. We're very excited to have the hotel come to the town center, so when visitors come to Queen Creek, they can actually spend the night. When they're visiting destinations like Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center or visiting family, now they have a chance to stay in Queen Creek and shop and dine at one of our great retailers or restaurants. The hotel will be a great addition to the town center, and we're really looking forward to adding some additional retail and restaurant users in the next couple of years. The hotel is a 107-room Hilton Flag Hampton Inn, and it should be open for Queen Creek visitors by the fourth quarter of 2020, just in time for the holidays.
Thank you all for sharing how we're working each day to make Queen Creek a fantastic place today and for future generations. As exciting as 2019 was, there of course is more to come. The Queen Creek Botanical Garden is opening this spring. The 2020 Phoenix East Valley Innovates is happening this week. Join us Thursday for an afternoon of collaboration through fast-paced sessions designed to help entrepreneurs take the leap. New businesses opening here in Queen Creek include Dutch Brothers, Palette Collective, Barrio Queen, Fat Cats, RYU Sushi, and Teppanyaki, and more. Join us March 21st at our Queen Creek Fire and Medical Department open house, and stop by Popcorn with Public Works on March 26th to get an update on our transportation projects. And help us continue our forward momentum by participating in the 2020 census. It's important, safe, and easy. I know I speak for the town council when I say we love the QC. And we're not the only ones. I would like to close this year's State of the Town by hearing from our residents why they love the QC.
Actually, we've only been out here 2 years, moved out from Washington, so it's quite different. We love the sun. We came from a bunch of clouds, so it's got a small town feel without having like an overwhelming city vibe to it.
I love the sense of family. It's like we moved here from Maryland, and this is where I chose to retire because it's just, you just feel like you're at home. Everybody is so nice, helpful. This is like one of the best places to live. We love the fact that it's a small town environment. We live on 1 acre property, and we love the peace and quiet out here.
I really like my neighborhood I live in. It's safe and it's fun. They have a lot of like parks, and I like to go down and play like sports with my brothers.
You know, we really love the small town atmosphere of Queen Creek. We really like that, you know, we have the big town services, but still a small town feel. Not many towns will have the mayor cooking pancakes for you on a Saturday morning, so we really enjoy that part of it.
Thank you for joining us this evening, and to everyone who helps make Queen Creek such a wonderful place. Together, we will continue to make our community and region a special place for generations to come. Please join us for refreshments and have a great night. Thank you.